Some people tell me that Arcade Wizard is too short and easy. Well, in this devlog I will be adding a feature so you can keep playing this game forever. So up until this point this game was fairly straightforward. You start a new game, you skip the story, you start the tutorial level, kill a chest, collect the gold from the chest, kill the mobs, collect the gold from the mobs, and beat the tutorial. Unlock an orb or a skin, upgrade your powers, start another level, kill the mobs, collect gold, die from the mobs, upgrade the wizard, restart the level, kill the mobs, collect the gold, beat the level this time, unlock another orb or skin, repeat this until you reach the final boss, beat the boss, skip the ending story, start a new game plus, buy an arcade upgrade which doesn't get reset after you start a new game plus, and repeat this never-ending cycle. Now I thought this was a very fun thing to keep doing for a little bit, and I think some people agree, because some people left a comment that they started the New Game Plus several times, and also I can see in the statistics that a couple of people started the New Game Plus several times. But there was one big feature missing, one thing to complete this game. And today I will be adding that feature, and it is the Infinite Arena or Endless Arena. In the game I will just call it simply the Arena, and the idea is that in the center of the map I will put an arena island which you can select, and then you can fight endless waves of mobs on a randomly generated level. Now for those of you who have been following me for a longer time, you might remember that I put out 2 videos for the randomly generated levels, so I won't be going into detail into the randomly generated levels too much today. So instead I will be focusing on the generating of the endless waves and how the arena works. Now to start off I simply copied one of the existing levels and yoinked over the map generating stuff from the map generation scene. And now I basically had the arena startable, but no mobs would spawn yet. Now the first thing I needed to do to make mobs spawn was add in spawners in the level, and doing this would be fairly easy because I already had a way to spawn in props or sets of props. So all I had to do now was make a separate list, a list of prop sets which contained also a spawner, and then I would have the map generator pick from the list with spawners first. And when there were enough spawners in the level, then it could simply pick prop sets which didn't have a spawner. After doing this, the level already looked like a normal level, but no mobs would spawn yet. Luckily the spawners work very simple, because I made the spawners so that you can simply perform a static method call on the spawn circle class. This method call would contain a list of game objects that it would spawn. These are the mobs. So all I had to do was create a class which would get a randomly generated wave from some kind of generator and then push it to this method. Now during testing this I totally didn't forget that some of these spawn circles had a limit on them which kind of mobs they could spawn. So yeah, all the mobs would spawn, definitely not only mushrooms and other tier 1 mobs. And I most certainly didn't spend hours searching for the problem why certain mobs wouldn't spawn. Now after all the spawners were in and the spawners would actually spawn randomly generated waves of mobs, the arena was almost done. There were only a couple of things I needed to add. So the first thing I needed to add was a simple way to get to the arena. So starting off I made a simple island button. This was the same sprite as the tutorial island, and I could come back to it later to make it an actual arena island, because I needed to wait for the poll results to know which kind of icon I needed to use to make this arena island. Now one of the key features to keep the arena interesting is that the mobs aren't the same scale all the time. And with scale I don't mean size, but I mean the power. So their health will scale up and their attack power will scale up. This is so there can be actual sense of progression. So reaching wave 100 will be a lot harder than reaching wave 50, and not just because it takes time, but also because you have to be a lot stronger. After the scaling was done, there wasn't much left. All I needed to do now was create the island icon and have a way to keep track of the high score and present the high score to the player. So now when you click on the island, you don't go to the arena right away. You first get this pop-up screen, and it will tell your current high score, and it will also explain the rules of the arena. In the future I think I might expand this screen with an option to pick which wave you are starting at, so you don't have to start at wave 1 all the time, but I want to see people's reaction to the arena mode first before I add fancy stuff like that, because for all I know, I might need to do entirely different stuff. It appears there's this lock on the arena, so I cannot really show you what it looks like right now. I think you can unlock it by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Ah, that helped. Thanks. So the results of the poll for the island icon were that I needed to do a classic arena. There was also a great comment by Nugget Smart suggesting that I do a different island icon every time you load the screen, or it changes randomly at least. This is a very cool idea, but for now it's a little bit too much work. I don't have enough time to implement it, so I will put this on the viewer suggestion board in the Trello. I also put a lock on the island, by the way, so you can only enter the arena if you are able to access the final boss. So this means if you are at Alistair, you can enter the arena, but also when you cleared the game once and you start a new game plus, you can still enter the arena. This is so players who start out the game first have to beat it normally before they get access to the endless mode. And with that, the arena is done. I've been playing it quite a bit over the past couple of days, and yeah, I really enjoy it. So yeah, if you want to give it a try, then feel free to download the game for Android or iOS, or play it in your browser. All of them are completely free. Playing them on the mobile devices though really supports me, because I get some ad revenue from it. For now, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.